Welcome back, everyone, to the Oakland Golf Notebook. My name is Neal Ruhl, the broadcast voice of the Golden Grizzlies. This is a Champions Edition only men's golf notebook here. You have to be a champion to be on this broadcast. And these two guys, they fit the bill. Head coach Nick Pumford joining me, as well as the individual champion Thomas Giroux joining me as well. And Thomas, we'll start with that with you. I mean, you're an individual champion. This is a team champion, and this is some pretty rarefied air for this program. Has it set in yet, man, that you're the individual champion? This team won their first league championship since the 70s. I mean, this was a very, very big moment for this program.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. It's starting to kick in, but we still know we got a long way to go. We got regionals in a few weeks, and we're excited for that. So it's setting in, but we're still preparing for what's coming next. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the selection show, that'll take place on the Golf Channel as well. And get that date, May 5th. That'll be at 2:00 on the Golf Channel for the selection show. So you can see the Bearhead popping up on the screen for all that. And Nick, backing up onto that point, I mean, this is something that you and I talked about for a very long time. This isn't a surprise to me. Knowing your makeup. This is the moment you've wanted. This is what you've worked for. You want to see that Bearhead on the screen on the Golf Channel. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, like we've talked about, we've been knocking at the door for years now, and it's just, we finally kicked through and broke through. And so the monkey's off our back, as they say, and hopefully the floodgates are open. But we've always had the talent. The talent's been there. That's never been the issue. And I think it's belief. And our motto is Bear mentality, which is belief, excellence, attitude, and relentlessness. And we did that this week. And the biggest thing is believing. In years past, we've always kind of had the target on our back and maybe have played a bit conservatively during the tournament. But this year we were the chasers, and we kind of had that underdog mentality, and the guys stepped up big time.
Well, Thomas, you're not an underdog anymore, as we talked about the Horizon League individual champion. And golf is a funny game in that you can do everything right. Sometimes you get penalized. You can do some things wrong and get rewarded. You had a couple of those moments during that final round for you. I know number 10 going for the green and 2 kind of caught a fortunate break with the ball bouncing off the tree onto the green. But hey, man, the greatest teams in the history of sports, at some time they had to get a lucky break. It's how you capitalize on it, and you capitalized on it.
Yeah, we always say it's better to be lucky than good out there. So I was definitely lucky on that hole. So it was a fortunate bounce, and I capitalized on it, making birdie. So we just kept rolling from there.
Yeah, and Thomas, backing up too. I mean, the second individual champion for this program as well. Evan Bowser being the last. When you look at the names that have come through here, when you look at a leaderboard on Sunday in the PGA Tour, you see some of those names on there as well. I mean, does that set in for you in that this is the company you keep now?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to think about that for all the guys that have come through here, and me being one of only 2. But it's great. It's a great feeling, to be honest. Like it doesn't happen often, so I'm just kind of enjoying the moment as it goes.
Nick, this process for you, you said that you and I had a lot of those discussions, and you're knocking on the door and came up short. Did you ever have any? Did doubt ever begin to set in? I mean, there were a lot of letdowns for you personally. You and I have talked about that, on a personal level many, many times as well. Did doubt ever set in for you, or did you know that this moment was destined to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to happen eventually. I wasn't sure if it was going to be this year, next year, the previous years, whatever, but we've always had the talent. But we've never been able to put 3 good rounds together. I think if you look at our previous 3 events, I think in the final rounds, we've had the lowest round out of the whole tournament, but would finish 5th place because we'd have a bad first round or a bad middle round. We just had to put it together, and we did it on a tough Pete Dye golf course, under the microscope in pressure situations with a lot of wind, and couldn't be more proud of the guys, right? It's the whole process came together at the right time, and this is why you coach. This is why the players play, man.
Thomas, what about that? I mean, you'll go to battle with these guys, right? I mean, you got contributions really across the board to get to this moment. The boys were buzzing, weren't they?
Yeah, we were feeling good out there, and it was a bit of a unique situation as we were playing all together, which is not normal for golf. So we were just feeding off each other. There was a lot of birdies out there, so we were just keep it rolling and feeding off each other's energy. And then I think it helped us win that tournament, and we're hoping just to keep it going.
And I'll add to that, Neal. It's as a coach, that's what I was worried about going in, because usually in college golf you play with two other players, but just because of the COVID rules and things like that, this year we played in a fivesome together, and it could go either way, right? You could have guys start off bad and kind of suck the energy out of the group, or like we did, the guys played really well and they kept feeding off each other, and they really hammed and egged it out there, right? So if a guy made a bogey, another guy seemed to step in with a birdie every single time. So it was really neat to see.
Absolutely. Well, guys, again, congratulations. And the final chapter for the season is not written yet. As we said on the Golf Channel, coming up May 5th at 2:00, that'll be the selection show. The Golden Grizzlies will find out their fate, where they're going for the NCAA tournament. And again, great accomplishment for this program, but it's not over yet. Appreciate you guys' time.
Thank you, Neal.
Thanks.